Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. This is KGB Customs LLC, home of some of the finest custom firearms on the YouTubes and Rumble. We appreciate you guys tuning in. If you would, please take a second to subscribe to the channel. If you follow the link in the description, you can also sign up for our email list, and that will get you usually about once a week, sometimes twice a week, notifications of inventory drops and any other shop news that we have to share with you folks. This is a very interesting piece, and one that's been in my personal collection for quite some time. It is a custom 1911 A1 built by George Honig. Now, if you've found this video by Googling George Honig, you probably weren't looking for pistols, but George was a skilled craftsman and capable of working on anything. He's best known for his custom rifles and shotguns, and probably best known for his rotary round action double guns. The rotary action was his design. He held numerous patents, and I believe he introduced that in 1992. A little bit about George. He was a master gunsmith, inventor, and engineer. He was born in Germany. He was known for his firearms designs, and particularly that round action, the rotary action. His firearms passion began very early, right after emigrating to the United States to escape communist rule in post-World War II Europe. At age 16, Honig arrived in Los Angeles, California in 1952. In high school, he demonstrated his ingenuity by building a pistol in shop class. Try to do that in shop class today, much less in a shop class in California. And he won a National Industrial Arts competition sponsored by Ford Motor Company. The following year, he crafted a revolver, earning him an honorable mention in the same contest. Now, when they say he crafted these things, he designed something that didn't exist and built it. It was not a customization of an existing platform. I don't know what happened to those guns, but I sure would love to see them. If you know anything about their whereabouts, or even just any information about them, I'd love for you to share it with me. At age 17, Honig was working at the Pachmayr Gun Works already. And everyone knows the Pachmayr Gun Works was one of the longest standing custom gun houses in the United States. They certainly cut their teeth with custom rifles and shotguns, and making ornate shotguns and rifles with engraving and fabulous stock work and all of that. But if you're on this channel, you probably know them for their pistol work, which started probably in the 50s when Honig would have been there. They were building bullseye guns and then combat guns more so in the latter part of the 60s and into the 70s when the combat special came on the scene. So he got to cut his teeth in the Pachmayr shop, which is a monumental thing, and I often refer to Pachmayrs as the Pachmayr School of Gunsmithing. They didn't run a school, but they did give lots of very prominent gunsmiths and pistol smiths their start by working under their umbrella. I'm not sure. I have not been able to find a clear timeline as to when Honig parted ways with Pachmayr and what he did in the meantime, or if he started his own shop right away. But I do know that he gunsmithed for quite a while out of Idaho, and that's where he retired out of too. He worked in Idaho until his retirement. But this pistol was likely built by him in the late 70s, early 80s. This gun was built by him for a personal friend whose estate I purchased the gun from. The gun is a 1944 Ithaca frame, USGI frame, perfectly mated to a pre-World War II Colt slide. So we've got the right hand pony on this slide with the forward of the ejection port roll mark there, and the 2-line address and patent date on the left-hand side of the slide. The gun has a wide spur hammer that is nicely dehorned so as not to chew you up. We notice the Pachmayr style slide stop, certainly a trick he learned in the Pachmayr shop. This one dressed a little bit cleaner than most of the Pachmayr ones. So what this is an oversized pin to true up the frame holes. In some occasions, those holes are not perfectly perpendicular to the slide raceways, so they would true them up and oversize the hole, and that would require an oversized pin. The front sight is a cute little ramp there, staked and soldered in place. We've got a thick flange mash bushing. We've got a custom, excuse me, if I can lock it back here, it's tight. It's got a custom hollow full-length guide rod. I've never seen another like it. Clearly a custom piece he turned out one-off. The rear sight is a Smith & Wesson sight, mounted full length from ejection port to the rear. Neat thing is he beveled that front corner and the barrel just comes up to it. The barrel's fully welded up Colt barrel. We've got super fine checkering on the front here. I don't know how many lines per inch that is, but it's over 50. Probably 75 lines per inch, just meticulously checkered and just in the center of the grip. Very clean work. Inside the gun, again, it's very tight. You see that the slide stop pin is polished, and that's a hardened oversized pin. The frame rails are mirror polished after refitting, so these would have been peened and polished in the same style that Pachmayr would have done when Honig was there. We've got a Pachmayr wide link. My guess is that probably didn't come out of the Pachmayr catalog. More likely, Honig knew how to make those and made one to fit this gun. We can see some more of that custom guide rod. You see it's just got like a little top hat on the end here, not the normal U-shaped end on it, head on it. And of course all the contact running surfaces here are mirror polished as well. Even the firing pin stop has been mirror polished. Just meticulous work, and even I would say a level above what I would have expected to see inside of a Pachmayr from that day. But a really neat look at a custom handgun from a guy who's not known for his custom handguns. Honig's round action guns were very low production. All guns attributed to him really are low production. When they were making them in the 90s and early 2000s, they only built about 5 of those a year. And they had a 5-year waiting list, so pretty high demand. Another interesting point about Honig and his history is that in the 60s he invented the Honig stock duplicator, which really changed the game in custom stock making, as it allowed custom gunsmiths to buy a duplicator or rent time on someone else's duplicator and do the rough shaping of a custom stock without having to shape that all by hand with draw knives and rasps, dramatically changing who could participate in custom rifles at the time by making them more available through stock duplication. George Honig did retire, I believe, in the late 20-teens. He would have been in his 80s at the time. I did try to contact him about this gun when I first got it, and never did hear back. I was hoping he could shed some more light on it, but all I have is what I have, and that's enough. You don't always need to hear from these guys, and I'm sure that if he was able to reply, he would have. But his contributions to the industry are pretty vast in both the stock duplicator machine and the rotary round action. I believe Bailey Bradshaw is now making a version of the rotary action. I think his is a single barrel, but I'd have to look at his website again. He may be producing them in doubles as well, but I've handled one of his single barrel ones. And it's a neat action. It's a neat gun. Very sleek, fast guns to shoulder. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said earlier in the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your gun friends, and thanks for tuning in.